Hi there. How's it going? I got a bunch of succulents for the biodome. I have been really remiss in actually making videos. So much has been going on. We have thousands of plants arriving for our plant sale. We've got all kinds of new stuff going up that's in bloom and going into the walls, the living walls. And we've got our sculpture is like at layer 3 with layer 4 almost ready to be put on. So tons of stuff happening, tons of people showing up. And I thought, you know what, today I got home and a few of the plants that I had arrive, which are a little over 200 succulents because there's some mostly starts and stuff, started arriving. And so I thought, well, I'll do an unboxing video. So here I am, my choppy knife and my first package. To be clear, I actually ordered a bunch more succulents too. So these are mostly going to be like starts and some smaller stuff. And one thing that's really cool that should be arriving sometime, I think on Wednesday. Today's Monday that I'm making this video. So on Wednesday, we should be getting some of the lizards. We got some blue-tailed skinks and some anoles, smaller things, but we're putting them in there because there's a lot of roly-polies, and they are. Like, normally they just eat decaying stuff, but they're starting to get a little voracious because they're out of enough food and no competition, and they're starting to nibble at the edges of stuff and killing it. So we're going to have to get some lizards in there to start taking care of those. So this first batch that I have is from Simply Succulents. And I actually got these from Etsy, so that's where I found the succulents that I ordered specifically for this. And oh my gosh, there's a lot! Holy cow! Okay, first of all, let me take the packing stuff off the top. Oh no, I may have gone a little bit... Okay, I clearly have a problem. But even I'm like, this might be a little much. So what I ordered was, like, in different cases, I ordered, like, I think it was like 60-some different succulents from one place. And then from another place, it was like 150 or something. And so I don't remember which one's which, but, like, yeah, there's a lot here. These are all starts, so they're not you know, big plants, but there are so many in this box. I'm trying to be gentle as I pull them out, but part of me wants to just grab handfuls of them and lay them out. Oh my goodness. And they really do look healthy, guys. Like, they still need to root. With succulents, that's pretty easy to do, but they're very nice looking plants. Really nice looking plants. I'm really happy. And I mean, you know, part of the fun will be getting these to root and grow. So we have part of the place. I'll do a different video because I need to do a tour video of the smaller dome. We've turned it mostly into a greenhouse for the plant sale that's coming up to try to generate some funds for the overall community project. But we do have some display stuff in there, and part of that is on the dragon fruit walls we put some succulent stuff that's just sort of, by stuff I mean like a weed barrier fabric pockets. They're living wall pockets that you can get, and we just stapled them to the wood. So they're just pockets that go up on 3 of the 4 sides of some 4x4s, and I figured we can put some succulents to kind of train down all of those posts in the dome. So this is going to take a while, like a while to pull all these out. So I'm going to set this box aside. Oh my gosh, it's just hard to stop looking in here. There's so many cool, there's a lot of repeats on some things. I'm hoping that we got a pretty good variety in general, and it looks like we did, but I'll have to figure out exactly how many different things we really have here. So a little unclear, but this box is completely full. Like, it's just full. So I'll be pulling out of this box for a while. So on that note, I'm going to open this other box, I'm having a problem figuring out what I'm doing here. There's a bigger box right here to my right. And I guess I could move the camera. I was trying to frame my camera. It's never going to make me look pretty, but I published some books. And so I wanted my books to be Archon Falling and Sector 7 are the two that are out. I have a third one that's almost done. So a little bit of that. I mean, okay, a little shameless promotion. Not that anybody's going to read them, but I just, I figured it's kind of a nice backdrop. So let's put these over here. And then oh, this one's a bigger box. And I forgot what I ordered. So there's a lot of stuff coming this week, so I don't really remember each order. Oh, so these are rooted succulents, possibly much of the same of what I already have from that order, but they are rooted. And it looks like there's actually quite a bit of different things. So as soon as I'm done pulling out all this cotton here in a second, I'll start pulling out some of the plants. And let me start with, yeah, like, so there's some Sempervivum and some Echeveria that are very different than what I've got, because there's a lot of sedum and some other things in that batch. So it looks like all kinds of really cool stuff. And I'm not sure how many I ordered, but I think there's one layer to this box. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. There's so many, like, when I can bring these to the dome, and the other people that love plants as much as I do that are kind of milling around at the dome with us, they're gonna be excited. This is why we have to do a plant sale, because there's the expense of that dome, as a community project is a lot, but also buying plants is expensive. So when we do our garden sale, it'll help fund some of that stuff. And actually, we're kind of hoping too, because a lot more people are really loving the project, and like getting the art in there and being able to provide people a place to go and do things like we had a couple of people, actually half a dozen people this weekend show up to do seed planting and some plant propagation, and it's fun. Like, we were just sitting around talking, and we had the music playing and kind of all visiting and stuff. So yeah, like, I don't know if you can see some of these, but they're pretty cool, I think. So, and they're really, like, all these are healthy. This one has a little bit of fuzz still on it from the packing, so all that's actually the cotton and not part of the plant. But you can make out the plants. And I don't know which one this is. I mean, I can tell some of these, like the sedums and the Sempervivum and the Echeveria, but a few of these I forget, and I need to look up. And there's not a packing sheet in here, which I would normally cheat off of. There is for the Simply Succulents one, but I don't see one for this set. So, ooh, that is cool. Really, really fuzzy, kind of white, almost like a lamb's ear, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna have to go through and label all of these as we are able to get some information on each of them, which I may have to go out to their website and actually look them up individually. So I'm just randomly selecting, because I probably won't get to pulling all of these out in the video. Again, there's just too many. Plus I got to put them all back in the box because they got to go over to the dome, and I'm in my house right now. So this one's a little less pretty. It got kind of, it got kind of scraggly, it's falling apart. But you know, the fun thing about succulents is that they actually are really easy to propagate. So, all right, well guys, I'm gonna pull the rest of these out and take a look at them. But I'm gonna stop the video now just because otherwise you'll be on here for 20 hours looking at succulents. And I really want to get, that one broke off, but it's pretty cool. But I really want to get, you know, these planted and put in a place that I can just do a quick video so you can see everything kind of in its natural little planted space. So on that note, there's my video that I owe you guys for the last couple of months since I haven't made one, and I promised to get a tour and kind of show you the activity that's been happening actually in the dome so you can see the sculpture built and some of the other stuff. There's a lot of stuff in bloom that's really cool too. So I'll talk to you guys later.